In the cold recesses of the day after Valentine's, when our singles are at their loneliest, and they remember that all of the holiday chocolate is now 75% off, thus they get their fill, putting it in a giant bowl, eating kisses and Hershey's cups, until, at last, the show begins. And I am here to bring you the fun and silliness of another week of the show. I am Circuit Main. Of course, I'm not alone. I have a wonderful group of panelists here to bring you the fun and try to not remind you that you're completely alone. And also, try to forget that we all forgot to get black ink noodles, too. Because I kind of want to try those. Those actually look really tasty. Kind of fun. But of course, I am joined by Deathlite Productions.
You know all that candy only will get you about halfway there.
That's all we need to do. DM21.
The Changeling's favorite holiday, Hearts and Hooves.
We are joined by Textalion in a way. Textalion actually...
In the chat room.
Textalion is in the chat room. He is also here with us on the Discord, but he cannot talk. He is currently snowed in at a undisclosed location, unless he chooses he want to disclose it. But at the moment, because of it, he's not able to talk with us. But he is still here in spirit for the time being and may join us a little bit later. We are also joined by Toakoi.
Hi, I was muted because I have a dog that is crying because it's not allowed to be out and it is upset.
We are also joined by Suki, VTuber extraordinaire of the Otaku Ascended.
What's up? What's up, you guys? Out of pretty much out of well, I'll get into it to what's up, Brony, but yeah, out of my going insane.
You've been brought to VTuber status?
I see the VTuber life is just starting to drain on you.
No,
no, that actually has nothing to do with it.
No. Life is insanity. The VTuber thing is the only thing that keeps him sane, such as this podcast keeping me sane. But seriously,
embrace the madness.
Seriously,
madness takes all.
Anyway, getting into this real fast before we start letting the madness take its toll again. I did want to give a big shout out to everybody. Last week we didn't exactly have a show per se. We just kind of goofed around for the most part playing some golf. And I really wanted to thank everybody out there that both watched and also participated. Especially since we, at the last round, we got 11 people. And then I had the horrible foresight to get the ability to knock balls. And Suki unfortunately can't help but knocking balls.
Whose fault was it to turn on the collision again?
It was my fault. It was my fault, and I'm not going to deny it.
Although we do have a new shirt idea to work with. Let the Suki win.
A shirt or at least some sort of weird art slogan of some sort. Yeah. But I did want to give everybody a big thank you for letting me have a week to just blow off some steam, enjoy some shenanigans, and have some fun with everybody. But
it's a joy to put balls in holes.
Yes, it is. But in any case, I'd say it's a good time to warm up our vocal cords and talk a little bit about our daily lives, and give us a chance to get a little bit in it together here. So what better way than what's up, Brony? And so I have to ask all of you once again, what's up, Bronies?
Well, while this game I was playing earlier today, I just recently finished. I don't know if more updates are coming, but anyways, it was Nexomon Extinction, and and I caught all 381 monsters, and I completed every side and main quest.
Oh, nice.
I got a story to tell you. Started all the way back Friday.
Oh, okay. Here we go, everybody. Actually, I haven't seen you in a while, so I am curious.
I've been ridiculously stressed as part of it.
I can feel it. Well, all right, everybody, let's go ahead. Deathlight, you have the floor.
Yeah. well, 2 weeks ago was my birthday. We had it on the show and just didn't say anything. And then, so Friday, I was doing a body cut and my Sawzall decided to kick back on me and utterly destroy itself in my hands. It sprained my wrist really bad. It sucked.
Ow.
But trust me, the thing got much worse. It shattered itself.
Oh.
And then Saturday and Sunday was full of stress, and my wrist was pretty swollen on Saturday night. And had to clear out the driveway Sunday night, and then all that other fun stuff. And then Monday, good old-fashioned Monday, this Monday, I was busy getting a part out and I needed to use my grinder, and guess what happened? The sparks on it decided to catch fire to my coat.
Oh no.
It's been really stressful. It's been great.
Sounds like a ball.
And I've been working with a sprained wrist all day today, which sucks. So.
Ugh. I'm hoping it wasn't too bad for you, man. That does sound terrible.
You speak Spanish, Circuit?
Oh, are you kidding? Not even a little. I only got a few
here.
No. Here's the thing. Here it is. I did go to a Spanish class in my high school. Actually, no, junior high school. A junior high school that was run by by one of the gym teachers that couldn't give two craps. So like 50% of the time we were watching Casper videos that were in Spanish, or watching as in everybody was talking and nobody paying attention at all. And I only remembered a few lines and ideas from it, including the fact that Spanish apparently is a language where where you actually genderize some of the verbs and stuff. So yeah, like hablo, habla, yeah, things like that. I remember some things. That's all I got, though. Just very little.
The verbs and the beeps.
I got very little. I can understand some really ridiculously basic stuff. But if I was ever stranded in Mexico, I'm a dead man. I am not gonna.
Also, the police force down there is corrupt.
Well, there's also better than that, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even say anything. It's all good.
Okay.
Oh, my week has been relatively tame. I haven't been able to ride my bike because of how cold it is, and a mother that's like, you are not riding your bike in single digits, and I'm just like, okay. Other than that, I got a crash course in how people don't have very good internet savvy, because you know how there's Pokemon cards from McDonald's?
Let's just walk away from this. I have a feeling that this is.
I see a lot of people putting that on sale on eBay, and
no, I'm just imagining like 50 different Karens coming in to complain about cards.
It wasn't Karens. There was at least 3 different calls for cases, and we only sold one because my boss didn't know, and I had to show them, yeah, that is scalpers, because they're not internet savvy.
Oh, so it's not that the people you're serving aren't internet savvy. It's that your bosses aren't internet savvy.
Yeah, because they actually went. Why did you pay $300 for that? Oh, I'm gonna make $1,000 off of it, and they were gobsmacked. And I'm like, no, that's scalper.
Ay, sheesh. Gobsmacked.
Yeah.
everlasting gobstopper.
No, I just
Gobstoppers.
gobsmacked. You're in the middle of the Bible Belt. Why are you using gobsmacked?
Because my vocabulary does not mean, I can't have better words than just darn.
Yada say. Okay, let's go ahead and move on.
But yeah, it's been a thing this week. It's been a thing.
Fair enough.
I did post a picture of the Sawzall on my coat in the backstage chat. But,
Okay. Hey, Clouded. Thank you for the heads up on that. Did you throw anything there for? Oh, I can't believe I missed those. But yeah, no. Here's some pictures over in our Discord from Deathlight. Oh wow.
That's my
Looks
Sawzall.
like you have a similar sweater to mine.
That's not a sweater. That is a canvas coat that was worth almost $200.
Okay,
Yeah, that
okay.
doesn't look good at all.
I'm just
Oh.
saying my sweater's a bit similar to that.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
honestly lucky I did not break my wrist when that thing did that to me, but
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm more happy you didn't get burned.
it had like that it had my coat to burn through, plus my jacket, plus my thermal layer, and had a lot of ways to get
I
through before it got to me,
understand, but as someone who actually has to deal with hot oil daily,
Dude, I don't see you wearing 3 layers of coats while dealing with hot oil.
no, I have to wear at least 2 layers of gloves.
Yeah, but not 3 layers of coat.
I don't doubt that.
I don't doubt the gloves. I do not. Anyway, yeah, but
fine because I was in negative weather, plus my coat was already wet from all the snow and stuff I was rolling around in.
oh,
True.
that probably saved you a lot more than you would know, but that's still
Yeah, I know it did, but I didn't. It's just like imagine what damage a grinder can do within under a minute.
Jeez, that is
Yeah,
terrifying. That's
You could
absolutely,
turn someone into Bernie Man.
it's absolutely terrifying. I'm glad you're okay though. That's yeah. Oh yeah, Cripstone. Oh, Cripstone's in Spain. Ooh, nice, Spain. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very early.
Don't have to
Yeah.
follow on day. We do post this on our YouTube. So
Oh, let him have his fun here. Besides, I mean, it's not often we get to talk to somebody from Spain. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to be nice.
No, I
In
know.
all seriousness, I'm glad you're not seriously hurt aside from the wrist
Yeah.
injury.
Oh no, yeah, that's good stuff there.
It's just been, like I said, incredibly stressful and annoying these
Yeah.
past 4 days.
But at least it wasn't the normal stress that everybody deals with these past few days. Yours was a whole different kettle of fish
Yeah, I've been
instead of a
trying to
box
find
of
a house,
chocolates.
and then
Oh yeah,
with all the stuff I've seen going around, I'm not gonna go too far into politics, but it's like
Let's
I
not.
really
Yeah,
find one before the end of the month.
let's not get too much into that. I want to try to
Yeah.
keep the next 10 days in peace before I enjoy myself in 10 days. But we'll get to that at another time. Does anybody else have any other What's Up Brony they want to throw out there before we go ahead and talk news?
Nope.
I can say that today is day 7 of quarantine.
Oh right, you
Yeah.
do have someone with it in the house.
Day
No,
17.
I tested positive.
Whoa! Oh,
What?
when did you test? I know you're.
Last Monday.
Oh,
Or last Tuesday. Last Tuesday.
okay,
But
yeah.
I
No
saw-
wonder we didn't hear
yeah.
anything. Wow.
No, I posted about it in the OA Discord, but
Yeah.
I
Yes.
thought it was
I got to keep up on Discords. I got.
the roommate well. and
I don't
Yeah.
venture to talk
But yeah.
to attendant
But,
that often.
yeah, I can tell you right now, I'm definitely one of the ones that is more resistant to it. Pretty much, I had bad congestion last Monday, and I went to bed on last Monday with a lot of pain in my legs. Well, I say a lot, but it was just basically enough. It was just one of those things where it was annoying enough to keep me awake later than normal. And pretty much Tuesday went and got tested because I was still feeling the pains. And by Wednesday, I was pretty much back to normal before I even got my test results back on Thursday.
Oh.
But
The scary
still,
thing is you could have
14
COVID
days
and not even
before-
know it because some people are just naturally more resilient to it because of their antibodies.
Nah, it's a. Oh, thank you, Cripstone Galaxy. I'm. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Apparently, he likes to hear his name in English. Though, granted, I'm not sure if my English sounds like British English or if I sound like some country hick that can talk like English feller guy.
I don't know what
Here's
you're
the thing.
talking about there.
You're northern. I'm more northern. Therefore, I slur things even more than you.
Yeah, but well, it's that, and I got have an overexcited speech, so I got to try to slow it down a bit for my own sanity. But
Yeah.
I heard. Sorry, but honestly though, getting back on it, Suki, I'm oh man, I'm glad you're okay though.
Hurt you.
Yeah,
Suki, I'm glad you're okay, and at least you'll have a little bit of an immunity, though, just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course the fun part is I work from home, so the company's like, well, if you're basically not bedridden, you can log on your computer and work.
Nice.
Not sure how I feel about that. I mean, part of me is like, okay, that's cool, and the other part is like, aren't I supposed to get 2 weeks off? So,
Well, I mean, like I
maybe-
said, I'm at home.
yeah.
Oh, that
I'm not-
reminds me that I. No, go ahead.
I don't know. I think I'm just lazy sometimes with my work, so I have a different thought process there.
I wasn't gonna bring this up earlier, but I had some bank issues with one of my banking accounts, so I had to go in on Thursday. Problem couldn't get solved. Went in the next day. Problem solved.
Yeah, I like that. That's the kind of baking stuff I like to hear about. Not just like problem not solved. 3 months later, still working on it. It's like, no, that's nightmare fuel right there.
The thing
Critical
is,
Single Galaxy, no, you're doing well. Some people, even in fluent English, cannot go as well as you can with Google.
Let's just say that some people grew up in English and still don't know how to talk it.
yeah, but the thing is, for the runaround
my
on
God.
Thursday, I had to reinstate a certain ID, and I didn't do so before COVID, so I couldn't get it done for free.
Well,
It's
in
like
any
a big fetch
oh.
quest, boring fetch quest to summarize it on Thursday.
I see. Yeah. Well, how about we get into some some Brony news here, because we do got a little bit, especially after 2 weeks. Gotta have some fun with that. So let's start off with the big news, and this is actually the exciting big news because HarmonyCon is going to be online in a few days. Granted, normally it's in Dallas or in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area. However, currently due to Celestia's Pancake Madness, they cannot do it physically. So they are going to have the online convention in the next few days on their Discord server. So it is a good chance if you wanted to join in for some pony this week and start off I guess it's a little too late to start off the new year with pony, but you can at least get an early pony in there.
Well, actually, this would technically be a startup for the con season.
It kind of is, kind of no. I don't know. I think that one. I'll leave up to the. I'll leave that one to the philosophers. But yeah, it's exciting. So HarmonyCon, our next online convention. Granted, I might take a look, see what's going on, but I doubt I'm going to do much into it. I'm still reeling from taxes, sadly. So mostly checking out panels, and that'll be it. Of course, a reminder that a few weeks after that, there is Requestria still, which is the Russian convention. Not much is known about that other than it's in Russia. It's apparently in real life. Other than that, I don't know.
Real life Russia.
Is this a real life? Is this okay? Yeah. And with that, that is it for the convention news. We do got other conventions coming up, but that won't be until about mid next month. So we'll worry about it a little bit later. So let's talk ponies. Speaking of the first thing, My Little Pony movie, the new one that is due to come out, is apparently going to be coming out on Netflix instead of movie theaters.
I'm not too surprised given the situation with COVID and theaters being not the safest right now, despite how hard they try. Plus, getting into Netflix everywhere would just make it easier for more people to see it.
Yeah, definitely. I can agree with that. I do admit it'll be kind of a shame not to be able to do the whole movie going experience with it that I usually do for a nice big premiere, but it's not like I'd been able to do that recently anyway. Though it is still slated for a September 24th release, so we are still 7 months out before anything. We did get some more information on the movie as well. It has been announced that it is going to be related to Generation 4 as well as Pony Life in some extent. What that exactly means, I'm not sure. I'm going to keep an eye.
Oh my god, are we getting the crossing of the dimensions?
Actually, I don't know. I think they're actually continuing the story, but going to do like a kind of a generational gap thing, like they did with Avatar, the Avatar series.
Between Last Airbender and Korra.
Yeah, pretty much. Or at
That's kind of
least,
what I heard too. They're gonna be using the same world, but just different characters.
I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about little horses using cars and whatnot.
well, I don't know if they'll be doing cars and stuff. We haven't really got much info other than the fact that it's going to be
I
the
know.
same
I'm
world
just
but
hoping
later.
it doesn't go that way.
I don't know either. I'm hoping it doesn't. But the other thing that apparently there was an article that came out as well. Granted, it's only from like an entertainment news source, so I'm taking it with a massive grain of salt. But they mentioned that they are looking to make it more open and quote unquote inclusive.
That wording sets a red flag or two off.
It does make you wonder a little bit on that, but I'm going again with everything that has ever come out with this. I'm gonna
Take
take
it with a grain of salt.
grain of salt, see what actually comes out, because unfortunately some
Exactly.
people just don't know how to word right.
Until I actually see it myself, I won't judge it.
Yeah. And that's pretty much my recommendation to everybody out there. Let's just take what they say with a grain of salt. It might just mean that, the main 6 this time are going to be not just a bunch of ponies, but a bunch of different creatures. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I mean, we had the student 6, and that was pretty cool. So, let's see what happens before we decide what to think.
And Criffstone, we can give you links to Discords that have pony conventions online, but they're mostly U.S. based, so time zones and whatnot.
Well, I think English might be the bigger problem there, but yeah. If you are curious about the conventions, let us know. We can at least throw some to you, though I don't know of any that may be speaking Espanol or Esperanto. Is Esperanto? I hope I didn't assume on that one. That would have been terrible. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Dragon. Okay, I like that thought. GP Scroll's got a good thought on that one. Spike can expect around for dragons splaining.
I sincerely doubt that would be the case, but it might be funny.
Yo, dog, I hear you're racist against dragons.
Okay, so yeah, that's it for the movie. It is coming out though, and that's exciting. I'm glad for that. And if it is coming out on Netflix, we'll probably arrange an actual viewing party here on the Brony Show itself. Since I do have Netflix, and I don't mind sharing to stream it out to people. Granted, of course, it'll be a closed out stream, probably on Discord only. We won't be actually showing it on like something like
or on SyncTube if it allows it.
Well,
SyncTube wouldn't really. SyncTube wouldn't allow it, but we should be able to do it on Discord or Vaughn without too many complications.
Okay.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
you have more experience doing this type of thing.
But anyway, let's get to something a little bit more amazing here. The My Little Pony manga omnibus. So the manga we've already seen issues 1 and 2, and they got a third coming out soon. And now they have set up for the manga omnibus for all 3 of them that will be coming out in July. And I gotta tell you, I love this cover art. It's just awesome stuff here. Isuki
Chapter Twilight.
Is Suki here? I gotta imagine Suki's gotta be here.
Yeah, no, I am. I just been somewhat quiet.
Yeah. So Suki, can we name all the references here? Except I don't think.
Hang on, let me pull it up.
I know that's Spikezilla.
Well, I mean it's Spikezilla, but that's not normal Spikezilla, and I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, that's obviously a Godzilla reference. In fact, actually, let me pull it up in the let me actually pull it up in the show notes.
All right.
Wait, is that? Wait, 4/3.
It should be like the second one, like manga gets an omnibus and.
No, I was just making sure I was looking at the right show notes.
Right.
Omnibus. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here.
Yeah, Spike might be Godzilla. I'm just not entirely sure on that, just because it kind of looks more like he's pondering on something like that.
Yeah, but I think they did. I think they're basing the design off Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the base.
It feels like it.
He's definitely kaiju. Applejack's clearly a Naruto.
I thought that okay, so yeah, I mean, obviously that was it, but I guess you didn't need me to tell you that.
No, they didn't need it.
I
Okay.
was actually thinking of
Pinkie
Ninja Scroll
Pie.
when I saw AJ.
Actually, Pinkie
Well,
Pie.
then there's the headband. There's the
Pink-
obvious
yeah.
Naruto headband.
The obvious, yeah. AJ's a simple
Yeah,
one,
until I
but
saw the until I saw the headband. That is.
okay, Pinkie Pie. I have a theory, but I want to see what everybody else thinks first.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Some of these are probably generic more so than like specific ones. Because
That staff gave me a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh vibe because there's a staff.
Well, also it's
similar to it.
Anubis head on a.
Yeah.
well, sir, it looks like you don't need me to tell you anything.
No, I probably don't.
Apparently
I probably
not.
don't. But okay, but yeah, no, Pinkie Pie was definitely. I'm thinking Yu-Gi-Oh on that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that because Circuit specifically asked me to do something, and then everybody won't shut up.
Everybody chimes right in. Okay, guys, let's go on the right side then. Discord. We're just gonna ignore Discord. I think that's just generic as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, Fluttershy. Here's a fun one.
To be honest, I'm not even 100% sure what they're going for with Fluttershy on that one. That's very just sports anime generic. It feels like.
I've seen this somewhere before.
It does.
Workout clothing.
I want to try. I want to try
Could it be
pointing.
Prince of Tennis?
Actually, do you think it could be Prince of Tennis?
It might be, and that's one I'm not familiar with. So
No, I
if it's
was
a specific outfit. I wouldn't know. No.
Yeah, I was thinking more maybe Hayuki, but haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
I'm not even sure Hayuki's the right name.
Rarity is obviously generic schoolgirl. I think
Yeah. Okay.
Rainbow Dash. I don't think it's any specific like common rider or anything like that. I think it's just Sentai Girl.
I was actually
I would
thinking
have gone with
Speed.
Speed Racer.
Hold on.
I was thinking
I
between
wouldn't.
Speed Racer.
I wouldn't have gone with Speed
Sentai.
Racer at all.
I probably wouldn't have gone Speed Racer either, but I was thinking more like one of the not the common rider, but I was thinking more like one of the Sentai groups.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
either thinking Sentai or
Like kind of like
Racer.
not
Speed Racer, yeah, the Speed Racer. But look at the blue on her outfit. It kind of looks like a Power Ranger / Sentai feel kind of to it.
I don't know. I'm getting more of a Tatsunoko vibe.
Yeah, well, I also was thinking of Durarara, with the motorcycle.
Ooh, Durarara, that could be it. Actually, it'd be funny if Dash was what was that? What's the racing anime that Deja Vu is from?
Initial D.
Thank you, Initial D. That would have been funny.
I
And of
had
course,
kind of funny thought.
Twilight
one
is
rare-
blatantly obvious. Twilight is so blatantly obvious here. She's a magical girl.
Card Captor Sakura.
No, it's
No,
Card Cap.
not really card captor on that.
I
It's
mean,
just generic.
it's
It's just kind of reaching with the rod because
no, Card Captor Sakura does have a
don't
rod.
reach with your rod. It gets
Still, I like I like how the omnibus just has so much anime reference to it. It really is fun, especially when you look at the other manga covers. They don't have quite the heavy leaning to anime as the omnibus does.
that is awesome for collectors or
Yeah.
people who haven't picked up the other two issues.
And here I am, like, yes, I know words. I don't know what those words are that you're talking about, though.
Speaking of which, the omnibus also is slated for a $19 price, which is actually cheaper if you haven't bought any of the other mangas because they are about $11 to $10 each. Yeah, $11 to $10 each. So yeah. So there you go. And those of you who are wondering, I don't know if I want I don't want the manga though. I don't know if I want it. It may not be good. Well, Manga 3 has shown up with an 18-page preview. So,
Ooh.
if that doesn't give you a good taste of what to expect, I don't know what will. But yeah, the preview is pretty awesome. You get some more, I'm going to say generic art to it, but it's still pretty cool. Twilight in a kind of a superhero outfit, Applejack in probably one of the better
Oh, so just a work outfit.
I'm getting a Lupin versus Pata Ranger vibe from Twilight's outfit.
I can see that, yeah.
Lupin Ranger versus Pata Ranger, but
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Applejack, I'm just kind of getting a good cowboy vibe out of it, but I like it. It's kind of a fun one.
Mhm.
Of course, Celestia being Celestia, Derpy being Derpy, but yeah, the manga is pretty. The manga itself, you can get a good taste of it. It doesn't continue where the others left off because they have their own stories, quote unquote. So
Self-contained.
it's self-contained, so you can definitely get a good taste and not get spoiled at anything that may have happened previously. Granted, all the mangas are tied together to some extent. However, yeah, they're self-contained but tied. It's the fun way of doing things. So, yeah, it does have a fun beginning here. And here's another point. Find the reference. Right here on this page. How many different references are in these two panels?
Well, there's
Cobra!
Furby.
Okay, you got
Cobra,
the Matrix.
Furby, just the garden gnome.
Oh, I
lava
didn't
lamp.
know
thing.
how you
Lava
doing?
lamp.
is nobody going to actually bring out the Matrix?
I pointed it out.
Okay,
No
I was
one
trying
heard
to
me.
think if
I
that
don't
was.
know
I was
what
trying to think if
that's
that was
called.
Transformers or something
That
else.
was
No,
Transformers.
that's Transformers. That's Matrix of Leadership.
Yeah,
No one
I
heard
could-
me when I pointed it out.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Now the big question is the gnome back there an actual garden gnome? Is it supposed to be a Santa pony? Is it pony on a shelf? What is that thing that back there supposed to be?
I think it's just a garden gnome because you also got the
The hoe.
spade in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a spade. Okay.
Yeah, that is. Well, it is a spade, and yeah.
It's just a different form of spade.
And I mean, come on, you always gotta call a spade a spade.
Okay, we're moving on now. He won the internet. We got to move.
Cursed
But
Furby,
yeah.
be gone.
But yeah, we won't show you too much of that. So if you really want to check it out, you can go ahead and do so. And if you don't want to be spoiled, you can do that as well. Now, on to another comic of sorts. The MLP comics are still going on. And a 3-page preview of issue 95 that I think has been released too has come out. So I may have that. I don't know. I gotta check my comics to be honest. But this
I've been
one,
dragging my heels on picking up my comic issues.
yeah. But this one deals with Pinkie Pie and Cheese Sandwich. And I have to admit, this is one of those interesting comics where you don't see it too often because they're always trying to cram words in. But the whole thing is silent, and you have to figure out what's going on by just watching what everybody is doing. Granted, they're not making it stupidly obvious. I mean,
also,
yeah.
when Pinky speaks, you still see the outlines of her words, even if she can't, speak.
Well, you see the outline of people trying to speak. I mean, everybody's trying to say stuff. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, just fun stuff. Just a fun little comic there to check out. So yeah, you get to see a silent comic and see how that goes.
Yay,
I could not get
pantomime!
over
Silent but
Um,
deadly.
All
the
right,
comic coverage that Pegasus and how they're running.
all right. So now for something a little more on the somber side, and this is also kind of a shout out to everybody to try to spread the word if they can. Michael Morones, who has been talked about, and I'm pretty sure we did talk about him on the show before back in 2014.
Yeah, I remember that day. It was not a good day.
Yeah, so they're currently attempting to get enough funds for a handicap accessible van to help with transportation. And they put up a GoFundMe and are asking for some help to help fund it because handicap accessible vans are expensive as hell.
I can tell you alone, the lift for the just the lift for the wheelchair is almost as much as a brand new van. It sucks on how expensive it is.
Yeah. So currently there is a GoFundMe page that is linked to it. And they do got about almost a third of the funds. However, that's still a lot more to go.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing the word out to everybody out there. I know that not everybody here can contribute. We're still dealing with the pancake madness. Not everybody is
Not a good time
stable.
for people.
But if you can at least spread the word for people that might be a little bit on the more fortunate side, it would definitely help. Yeah, this was on Equestria Daily, and there is a link to it in our show notes as well. We're giving it the Brony Show bump. Our bump may not be as strong, but I still want to give the bump and see if it helps even a little. Alright. And on to other fun things. Mighty Jack says, put up a poll on which X-Ray Collection figure they want to add next. They're asking you guys.
How's that going?
Well, I don't know. They're asking. They're right now asking, who should we do next? Princess Luna or Nightmare Moon?
Why not both?
They might do both eventually, but they got to go one at a time. So, pick the most popular first.
Of course, you got to go for the Looney Princess first.
Yeah.
Why
So-
are they dividing the
favorite.
fandom?
But yeah, if you want to put in a vote for not Luna or Nightmare Moon, you'll have to go to their Instagram stories page to vote. But yep, they're still taking votes at the moment, I believe. So yeah, you get to find out what the moon is literally made of, and it's not cheese.
What?
Fun.
Made of those sweet yam cams.
I
I've been
bought
lied
these
to.
biscuits and crackers for
Holy shit.
nothing, Gromit.
Alright, and here's some not fun news, but important news. For those of you on the other side of the pond, PonyCon Holland has unfortunately been moved to autumn of 2021. Or let's be specific, the 16th and 17th.
Of October.
Yeah. So yeah, it was originally set to happen about the beginning of June, but I think everybody knows that that's not looking plausible for a lot of people and a lot of things. So they postponed it for another several months until October.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I wish I could go, honestly. I really would love to go to a pony convention out of country, but yeah, even the pushback might not be enough for me. But anybody who's over on the other side, if you wanted to check it out, you still have an opportunity to hopefully get some funds going and be able to attend.
If the travel bans aren't lifted.
I'm gonna hope by October things will look better. I really am gonna hope on that. So we're gonna move on instead.
That's always hope.
We're gonna move on. Let's move on to music. Pink and Mina Diane Pie music. Looks like a lot of Dustcar gems, Dustcar being a Brony musician, actually didn't get distributed through normal methods such as Bandcamp and YouTube. Instead, it looks like they actually put a lot of their music on a Discord server, which has actually been collected up and put onto Mediafire for people to grab and download.
That is interesting.
So yeah, if you're interested in listening to music from an artist that isn't openly distributing the music, but apparently is popular enough that they actually made an article about it, give it a shot. Fun stuff. Speaking of music, who wants to know what it'd be like if a pony tried to create a concerto with only 2 keys? Well, I wondered. I thought that'd be funny and interesting.
I'm
and
trying
weird.
to find it. I'm a little bit slow tonight.
But yeah, the keyboard concerto has also been released. This is available on Bandcamp as well as being able to listen to it on YouTube. And it's pretty simple. The whole premise is you basically got a piano, a pony that can only press 2 keys at a time on a piano, because technically that would kind of be the case. And there's a whole concerto made around it. Granted, probably starting right in the middle of it kind of removes some of the fun. But I'd say you take a look and listen. It might be more entertaining than you believe. But I thought it was cool stuff, so I wanted to give that a shout out there. And moving on, our friends over in, well, it's no longer our Fall of Anterfold. They changed their the name of their operation.
They keep changing their names.
No, it's it's Cybertronics Games. Our friends over at Cybertronics Games have released a new slash reboot slash update of a game that they have released at one point. The Azor, the Desperation, which is their Silent Fallen reboot. And I did try playing, not this one, but one that they released a few weeks ago previously, a different one. It, I hate to say it, but it kind of feels like it's about the same as it was previously, so I can't say too much other than it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle to get it down before you can actually really enjoy it. But I might try delving back into it and try digging a little deeper and hoping for the best on it. Granted, I may have also goofed some things up, so I can't judge 100% here. So if you're curious, check it out. As always. And of course, may mention here, the mobile game has added Tyrik's dad, Tyrik's elder, and a bunch of breezies. And it's already too late to get any of them. Because all of the events already happened and finished up last night. But it is kind of funny because you basically get more centaurs running around. You get a mini little scorpion running around. And you also get a bunch of breezies that are almost the same size as the ponies.
Breezies have been jacking up.
Oh, the breezies are jacked up. They are real jacked up. Of course, we got Crazy Matt Captain here, so maybe he wants to add in his 2 cents on this.
Pull up the image that I put into plot holes that actually has the text from this event.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the one that
It's
both of us went.
fun reading Seabreeze. It is just fun reading Seabreeze. Not that one! There's an issue with the game file such that, yeah, I've got a couple of things that are not found.
Oh God, my hurty hurts. Oh God, oh no.
No, it's
All I wanted to do was spend a happy Harrison Hugensendelgelen day with me special Sunbreezy.
He's married. What the hell?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Did he get divorced or is he pimping?
Wow. Okay, Spain. Okay.
I don't know all of those.
Hold on. I got to comment on this real fast. Cripstone. I got to admit, as crazy as that sounds, I kind of wish we would enforce that a little bit more here in the U.S. sometimes, in a way.
Unfortunately, our economy says, nope, we need to be healthy.
It's not our economy, it's other people that are saying, no, we need to do it.
But yeah, otherwise,
the same thing.
Yeah.
This event to the game was just the usual 2 fun blitzes, but just reading Seabreeze in this blitz was just so beautiful and fun, and I love it, and I want more.
You know what? I can't help but do that. Deathlight, do you want to do a voice acting challenge?
Oh boy.
Okay, it's very simple. Just basically, you can even talk normally if you want, but can you say that
read
statement?
Through that long word first and see if you can figure out how to pronounce it.
I have no clue how to pronounce it.
It's supposed to be outrageous Norwegian, I think.
Yeah. It's funny because I know somebody that's Norwegian, and it's like, half the time when they spell stuff, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit.
Anybody want to try to take the challenge?
Accent, trying to speak in English, so you've got a little bit more.
They're a little bit more
Emphatic
expressive than English.
vowels,
Okay,
such that they are ooh.
all right. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna go ahead and try this then. Just give me a sec.
Did.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm gonna try for the full-on experience here. Give me a sec. And the word to do was spend to help because you're using cause of your day with precision swim breathing. Wow. Oh God, I channeled Swedish Chef for that one.
That's all Swedish Chef
no,
right there.
no.
Better Swedish chef than I do.
Let's go ahead and move on here before I try to get Suki
How do you
to
want
say
to,
it.
you know, with spending.
I will lead the call.
see, let's. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on then.
Yeah, it's like,
Too
All right.
racist for Suki.
So
as in no, I'm not doing it.
no, he's not.
Oh,
He's not
okay.
that insane, and I can't blame him.
Okay.
So, one more thing in the news here. A compilation album from Vibe Ponies. They have released another, basically fun little album for savory listening in winter times called, Overcast.
sure, compilation album.
Yep, it's 20 different songs. It's, they're just, chill music, and, in fact, the reason that they kind of stand out to me is they made a previous album called Homework with a very obvious allusion to a very well-known music channel on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen that image a
Yeah.
lot, and that with the pony.
Yeah, but I
I've
think,
even seen the Isabella version.
yeah, if you want to hear, I think if you want to hear some good, relaxed down music, this is definitely a good way to go, and it's a pay it what you want, so you don't have to go out of your bank for it.
It's even got that warm final background sound to it. It's great.
Oh wow, I felt my spine melting listening to that. Oh. That was nice, and that was just for a few seconds. That was nice. I like that. Yeah, but yeah, check it out. It definitely sounds awesome. All of this is in the show notes, by the way. Just another heads up. And with that, finally, we got through the news. Now let's go ahead and go on to content creation, along with our challenge of the week.
The weekly challenge.
The week.
Now who approaches
Doing
all
laundry,
day?
MC.
Okay.
What?
Cole hopped over with me.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Here.
Hi.
Ah,
Yeah.
there you are.
Hi, Cole. So, our challenge of the week. The challenge was Frisbee, but there was also a protest initiative challenge.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
You're the one that gave it, Cole.
Yeah, I
Oh
was.
no.
He's not ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
So, the protest initiative challenge.
Yep. It was bagels.
It was bagels. But yeah, for those of you, we do got a few newer viewers, or at least viewers I don't recognize. So real fast, the challenge of the week is a challenge that we throw out to everybody out there, where we give a general theme, object, idea, and we ask that you create anything based on it. If you like music, make some music based on it. If you like art, draw some art. If you like interpretive tap dancing, you can make Play-Doh figures, because we don't like that crap here. No. But basically, we ask whatever creative medium that you have available to you, and you either want to show off or even practice something, go ahead and work on it under that challenge. Of course, in my case, I've been trying to work on my art, so I've been using it for arting.
So, what does your bagel frisbee look like?
My
That's beautiful.
yes.
Has some
That
weight
was a
to it.
bagel sandwich.
This is what happens when you start tossing frisbees too fast. Unfortunately, that is my breakfast too. Goodbye, bagel.
Do you,
Oh,
do you,
look,
do
he's
you
stuck there
eat your
somewhere on the
bagel with
street trying to
jam?
go, free food.
Well, it's somebody's free food.
Do you eat?
Also, second, very good on the shading here.
That's true.
The shading was definitely a bit of a practicing there. I could probably do a little bit better around the body part. I'm yeah, that got weird, but thank you regardless.
Yeah, it's definitely it works.
One tip I will give you when it comes to shading is if you can avoid shading with black, it looks a lot better if you go for like a darker shade of green in this case, or darker shade of whatever color. Also, a tip that I found out at a comic panel once was whenever you're shading, go for if you're drawing a picture that's supposed to be in warm light, go for like cool colors for the shadows, and then do the opposite for the opposite. I didn't know that, and then when I found that out, it was revolutionary. So
What'd you do?
Because it gives you the contrast.
yeah, it looks so much better.
101.
Basically, CMC, if it's warm like white, yellow, and the light, you go a shade a little bit higher for the shadow.
Well, more so like you go for like something that's like a colder color. Like so, if your light source is supposed to be like the sun, then you'd go for like shadows that are kind of more towards the blues and the purples and whatnot. If you're aiming for something that's like a cold light, like say fluorescent lighting, or I don't know,
LED.
sure, like something like that. It's just something that's like bluer, maybe like I don't know. At any rate, you'd go for like warmer colors for your shadows and stuff. So I'm not really sure. Yeah, it works surprisingly well.
I pulled up a picture real quick, a lot like what we're
All I
talking
know
about here.
from looking at this circuit, this is interesting work into early steps into shadow.
Mhm.
The next thought I would have is learn where your light source is supposed to be.
Yeah, I got that a little bit of that too.
Because
I
the
will say,
arm is the arm that's raised right there. That shadow is throwing me off, but the rest are kind of on point.
But Circuit,
Yeah.
I will say this, you are doing great. I'm glad to see that you're pushing yourself to try new things. It looks awesome, and you're doing great.
This has
Also,
50
quick
Shades of
question.
Colors with Coal Dust.
Quick
An
answer.
audiobook.
Okay, quick
Do you
answer.
take your bagel with jam?
Actually, I do take my I take my bagel with jam or fruit smears.
I've never known people to do that. I've always known people to use like butter or cream cheese. I did not know jam.
No,
I've done jam. It's actually quite tasty.
not uncommon.
All right, I can see it. I like, hey, it's bread, so it makes sense.
All right.
Cool.
Anyway, a quick question from Cripstone. The whole story behind this is Circuit got a little too eager, and instead of throwing one of the many frisbees in the basket behind him, he threw his bagel. He threw his breakfast away by accident. Watch what
Delicious.
you throw.
Well, the nice thing is,
If we
ponies
didn't know
tend
the
to
time-
catch with their mouth, so somebody just
good.
got a free lunch.
Granted, it may have also had something to
If
do
it
with
wasn't in
the.
title, I would have assumed that was the jelly donut.
Yeah, I was trying my best to make. Well, bagels and jelly donuts can kind of look similar, can't they? Right?
No, wait, no, how? Wait. No, that's not even close to a jelly donut. I'm sorry. Circuit, you're fine. What is wrong with you? Why
Wow.
does a jelly donut look like a sandwich?
Crossed my mind.
I'm sorry. I will support an artist to any end, but if your jelly donut is like a donut cut in half with jelly, like what are you doing? I
was thinking myself,
I have my limits.
You know what? That is
I'm sorry, but I have a punchki right here that is basically a jelly donut with chocolate filling.
Okay. Okay, Crypt, okay, that's an interesting question. I never thought I'd ever be asked that. Apparently, Cryptstone over in Spain is asking, what's a bagel?
Hold on, I got.
A circle of bread with a hole in it.
Essentially, if you want, a bagel is essentially the same shape as a donut. However, it's consistent of a more heavier, thicker bread, so it's a lot more firm. And it's usually used as a breakfast item here in America.
First line from Wikipedia as a definition.
But yeah, if you think of it as kind of a donut, but not as light and airy, it's definitely firmer and denser.
I wasn't going to say anything, but then I said
bread.
the first thing that came into my mind. I thought, worth it.
Also, you usually cut them in half on like a donut, and then you like smear on your toppings inside. You can sometimes you can sandwich it together if you want to, but you don't necessarily have to.
Some do, some don't, and also it's used for other things as well. But just for the basics, it's usually a breakfast item.
Also, you can have them with like all sorts of like toppings and like inside things. Like you can have like the anything bagel, which has got like onion.
Yeah, everything bagel. Yeah,
and we've just made him hungry. I feel bad now.
Now I'm getting hungry.
I'm personally a big fan of the cinnamon
we
raisin.
are looking at food porn, pictures of food.
Fair enough. All right, so getting back on track here, Toakoi.
Only if you're looking for it.
Oddly enough, Toakoi, and I didn't see his image until after I drew mine, so this is circumstantial.
Yeah.
Toa might have an explanation why I threw my bagel as a frisbee, because apparently he decided that bagels being made into frisbees or frisbees being made into bagels apparently are a thing.
Here's a little bit of history for you. The name Frisbee comes from the actual Frisbee baking company, whose pie tins were the prototype design for what we know as Frisbee.
Yeah, that was mentioned in Back to the Future 3 when Marty said, "Ooh, Frisbee," and the lady's like, "He just read it off the tin."
I didn't know that, but I like to just like look at Toa's picture and Circuit's picture and just like I'm not sure which came first in terms of chronology, but like in one direction it's Toa saw what Circuit did and then decided to start a business and then became an entrepreneur and very successful, or vice versa, Toa is Circuit's dealer.
You could just follow the crumb trail,
So in either aspect, either I just got ripped off by somebody who was more ingenious than me, or I'm a bread druggie.
Yes.
So either case, it doesn't smell good for me.
Toa's business. You're promoting his business.
Circuit's into the white powder, as in flour.
All right, so let's.
If sugar can be a drug in MLP, then so can flour.
All right. The good news is we also have a few other entries here. The bad news is Vaguely is suggesting that we only read a portion of his over the next few weeks because he made it long. And he's not kidding.
Oh dear.
It's actually
How
quite long.
Oh no.
It's actually
do
quite
this
long.
yet.
I could see about 5 or 6 pages worth of stuff here.
Ooh. All right. Hey, props to Vaguely Creepy, because like that's a lot of effort. Like
Yeah,
I
in
don't
all
know about y'all,
fairness,
but like
that's a lot of effort.
writing is
Write that
hard.
much.
No, writing is hard, and Ponyman64 also threw up a quick story here, so I'd say we warm up a little bit with Ponyman64's story, and then we'll do a little bit of Vaguely's.
I should know how hard how writing is. I wrote a few short stories on fan fiction.
Ooh, nice. All right, so anybody want to jump in on the Ponyman64 story, or should I go ahead and attempt on that?
Let me give it a shot.
All right, here we go.
Twilight threw us frisbee, which hit Discord right across the eyes. Oh, sorry, Discord. Ha, was all he said. About the frisbee? Frisbee? What's wrong with Discord? I walked up it. Oh, his brain fell out again. Pinky popped Discord's head open and slid a brain in. Slid in a brain. Intelligence flickered back into Discord's face. Then he looked at Pinky with annoyance. "Give me that bagel!" he shouted. "No!" said Pinky as she sprinted away. Discord proceeding to chase her around the beach.
Oh, that was a story.
Yep. Yes.
Short,
It technically
confusing, and so
qualifies.
Pinkie Pie in Discord.
You know what? It pretty much sums up everything really nicely, and it does sound like something that would happen between those two.
Let me tell you a secret: if you can't do the Discord voice,
The Discord,
everybody all knows if you clog your voice, it's Discord.
the Discord just
Peter
trying
Mew
to.
did a pretty good Discord in Pony Life.
Yeah. Alright, and with that, let's go into Vaguely's story.
I have it up here. Decisive strike.
Alright, yep. And so we're going to read some lines from it. Let's see, I'm trying to find a good cutoff point. Okay, I think I might. No, that's too. Wow, it's hard to decide. Okay, I think I got a good cutoff point. Who wants to jump in on this? All right, I guess I'll read it then.
You want me to pitch in?
If you want. I welcome any and all readers.
Don't let him get away.
The cry came from one of the assembled factory workers after the shock of the moment had worn off. As one, Dewey and his employees stormed out of the break room, chasing after the guilty Pegasus, followed closely behind by Circuit, Cole, Crazy Matt, and Suki. Unfortunately, the same balloons that allowed the four to walk on the clouds of the building were providing a lot of drag, and they were quickly left behind by the rest of the chase. We'll never catch up, panted Circuit.
Do we really need to? It's 12 against 1. I'm sure they can handle him.
Suki said. Sorry. This
No,
is
that's okay.
this is the first solid lead we've gotten. We can't take any chances with it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I promised I wouldn't be making stupid voices. Let me.
I just love that your own character.
You're making your own voice be silly.
I was doing it slightly for giggles. Admittedly, it just for the fun of everybody. I'll go ahead and read it normally. If you want me to goof around with it though, please feel free to let me know vaguely.
Catch me. Okay.
You'll never catch me, bad guy. Okay. This is the first solid lead. This is the first solid lead we've gotten. We can't take any chances with it, Circuit cried back.
Why do you have those bagels?
Crazy Matt asked, looking at Cole.
Cole, it's your turn.
Okay.
I gotta be honest, I don't have the fanfic open.
That's okay. Okay.
It's in content creation.
No, we'll just don't worry about it. That was just fun. That'd been funny as hell if he actually jumped in though.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just thinking it would have been funny, but I gotta admit that would have been crazy though. They were in the back room. They didn't have my name on them, and we skipped breakfast to get here early. Cole replied, chewing on one defensively. Focus! Bad guy! Fleeing! What do? Circuit yelled, exasperated.
Wait!
Suki
Suki said, throwing his hoof out to get everyone's attention. I've got an idea. For a few seconds, he stood perfectly still. Then, without a word, he turned to face the wall and ran right through it.
Circuit blinked. Oh, right. Clouds. With a collective shrug, the other three followed suit, trying to follow the sounds of commotion from the main chase rumbling through the building. They punched through the walls of various manufacturing rooms, storage rooms, bathrooms, ooh la la, and janitorial closets, doing everything they could to keep up as the yells gradually became fainter. Cole said around a mouthful of bagel as they burst into a hallway. Which way now? Circuit asked, frantically looking up and down the hall.
Suki held his hoof again, silencing everyone. He closed his eyes and bowed his head, his ears upright and twitching lightly. Wing beats of steps, yelling. There! Some kind of clamoring in the other direction, but with no other sound following it. He pointed at it in a nearby chunk of cloud wall, then started bobbing his hoof. 1, 2, 3. As one, the four ran through the wall and emerged in a large warehouse. At first it seemed empty, but a quick glance around revealed that the only proper entrance to the room had been blocked with a heap of machinery. Some faint grunting from across the room drew their attention to a spot high up on the far wall, where Rhyme was trying to wrench the window there open in a panic. The group hopped down onto the warehouse floor and started crossing the distance to him.
Alright, I think we'll pause it there for the time being, so we don't go too far into it. Though, I gotta admit, that's probably the most intelligent and craziest thing I've ever thought of. Through
the wall.
Yeah, just we're Earth ponies. We go through these clouds, so just go through the walls. It's like, so does that mean that clouds actually act like walls to Pegasus? And just Pegasus?
Maybe.
I mean, that's
That is
hilarious.
an interesting concept.
It's an amazing concept if you think about it.
Yeah.
That's an amazing concept, actually. So you could actually trap a Pegasus in a like a box of clouds, and a normal Earth pony would just walk right through it like it was nothing.
If they can walk on it, they can be trapped by it.
Yeah, that is a fun thought. I love that. What do you think, Kuldust?
Yes.
And now I thought of something that we have to use if we ever get back to doing the pre-show as a full thing. Cloud contracting.
Also, how?
Ooh. Yeah.
But also, I honestly do think that the clouded walls will be walls for Pegasi because they can walk on them.
There's
That means
space.
they
Well,
won't fall through, so they can't go through the wall.
Well, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Also, what is their plan of getting down from there if they're up in the sky?
Don't question it.
At this point, we do not question it.
Dude, we're insane.
Oh,
We'd
nice
probably
try.
we're
Nice
insane. We'd
try.
probably cut the balloons to drop. But any
Oh,
case,
so we're going full
pondering.
One Piece on this, eh?
so yeah, of course, we also got a couple of our entries from Deathlight.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
nice song being chill. It's good times.
Yep. And there's also some interesting art from Kuldust on his Twitter, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Oh yeah.
Valentine
Hey,
dropped that one.
Who did
So,
awesome
yeah.
art for his them friend?
I,
And it is adorable as hell.
It
Oh,
did come out
she's
pretty
such a
good. I
cutie.
won't lie.
Do I need to check Twitter?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, you should. I actually drew things for once.
and they're
Whoa.
really
Yeah.
good.
Leader birds.
Oh, I also
So
did
we're
some
in the
sketches
books.
that have not been released yet, but I've done some sketches. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Let me get some stuff for a mid-air pony fair.
No, actually, I did do some sketches for that, didn't I? No, I know somebody who is writing a fanfic, and they're like, "Hey, could I commission you to draw these characters?" I'm like, I don't do commissions, but throw me the references. And then I was kind of bored during D&D, so I drew some sketches.
Again, Cole. Well, if people say commission you,
No,
just charge like $5 and it beat
Toa, let it be.
Toa, he doesn't
Here's
want to
the
be.
thing.
He doesn't want to be weighed down by currency, Toa.
Well,
If
here's the
if he
thing.
doesn't
As
deliver,
far as
he
it
doesn't
goes,
want to make them feel bad or make himself feel bad. He doesn't have the time to
maybe
do
let
it.
Cole
Why
talk.
is there a Pringles can?
What?
That is Feather.
yes, Feather commissioned that for me, so yeah.
All right, so
I
let's. Sorry.
Okay. First off, reason I don't do commissions, because that I'd be taking in money, and I'd have to worry about taxes. I don't want to do that. I've already got 2 jobs. That's the other thing. I have 2 jobs. I don't want to add more responsibilities to my
That's
plate.
another thing to consider.
Also, reason Pringle can? Pringles. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
he is obsessed with Pringles.
Kind of go down the same line of thinking, like, on why I don't get money for doing my audio editing.
Exactly. It's like
Just another thing you have
it
to add to
becomes
your
a
tax
hassle.
write-up.
It's a huge hassle.
sometimes it's nice just to have a hobby as a hobby, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you don't.
Yeah,
need-
if I made video gaming my streaming job, I would enjoy less and less of it because I would have to play the games that are technically popular at the time instead of the
You
games
don't
I
have
want
to play
to.
the popular things.
I know, but
No,
most
no,
people
fuck
would
it.
want
Let-
to
let-
if you're
let's-
doing it for a job.
What are you?
Before
are we
before
on the game.
before we start delving way too much into this, let me go ahead and transition over here properly before I get destroyed by our editor.
We still need to do the challenge of the week for next week.
Yes, we
Oh
do.
yeah, what is the things?
Okay, challenge of the next week is getting Toa to stop talking for 5 seconds.
Hey, Toa was
impossible.
being fine. It was DM12.
No,
Sorry.
I'm not. I know.
But
I know.
was
Just
explaining that some hobbies can become a chore if you turn it into your job.
No, I get it. I get it. I understand. I know. Okay, next week's challenge. I'm gonna have a little fun with it. Donut. We got bagel. Now let's go for donut.
Damn it, you're gonna make me actually remember how to spell donut.
D-O...
Oh my god! It's just D-O-N-U-T, man. D-O-N-U-T. What the?
Technically, there are two accepted spellings, but
Yeah. I know. Yeah, dough, donut, and dough actually as dough as bread dough, and then nut at the end. I know.
Yeah.
But okay.
Do nut and then donuts.
We also got the protest initiative challenge.
That's right. We have that, don't we?
Yes.
Mhm.
Protest initiative challenge this week is couch. Couch.
Oh,
Anybody else
Couch.
imagining a giant couch made out of a donut?
I
You
don't know,
could.
but I'm putting both
Couch?
spellings.
Just don't make
Both
it jelly.
spellings of couch go
Just
for
don't
it.
stuff it with
Both
jelly.
spellings of donut.
I want
Isn't
every
my
spelling
couch
of
too
couch you
much?
can find.